Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And when it comes to the most high profile coaching jobs, a job that is near the top is the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the more storied franchises. 17 championships. Of course, many historic players have LeBron and AD currently. Prior to that, Kobe, Shaq, West, Elgin, Wilt, Kareem, Magic. I'm missing a lot. But anyhow, it was widely expected that JJ Redick would become their next head coach until Adrian Wojnarowski dropped his Woj bomb that the team was set to offer Dan Hurley a massive deal, won back to back national championships with UConn. Now, more has come out on what it could be. This is via Yahoo Sports, LeBron Wire. Lakers will offer Dan Hurley around 100 million to be their head coach. Um, I could be wrong, but I believe the only NBA head coach to get over 100 million, or at least 100 million, is Eric Spoelstra. He signed a huge, I think, 8-year, 120 million extension. A guy like Steve Kerr signed for 2-year, $35 million extension, but again, only 2 years, so nowhere near the amount of money. So Hurley was reportedly scheduled to meet with Lakers owner Jeannie Buss and general manager Rob Pelinka in person on Friday, yesterday. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reported the team will make a massive long-term offer to Hurley, and insider Anthony Irwin posted on X that the offer will be in the area of 100 million over 8 years. Man, the Lakers are not playing. Of course, it will take a substantial offer to pull him away from UConn. We take a look at his UConn contract via USA Today. So Hurley signed a 6-year, 32.1 million contract to stay at UConn after the 2023 championship season. Should he sign with the Lakers, his contract with the Huskies would require a roughly 1.88 million buyout. Now, that buyout will mean nothing to him. If that 8-year, 100 million figure is true, that's 12.5 million a year. 6 years, 32.1 million is barely over five and a third million a year. So that would be a substantial raise, and um, one of their more high profile players. Yes, he is a free agent, but most people expect him to stay after he declines his player option, LeBron James. So, as I mentioned, him and Reddick currently co host a podcast. I think this was prior to them co hosting. It was just JJ Reddick. And what makes me laugh looking at the picture here, Dan Hurley's in a backwards cap, and there was a whole thing with Colin Cowherd saying he can't take JJ Redick seriously as a head coaching candidate because of a backwards cap. So, is he going to say that the same about Dan Hurley, a guy who won 2 straight national championships? But anyhow, Redick posted this on April 19th. Loved this part of our convo with Dan Hurley. And LeBron James responded, he's so damn good along with his staff. Super creative with their O. Love it. So, yes, LeBron James seems to be a supporter of Dan Hurley. Now, we know LeBron hasn't always been a supporter of his head coaches. A guy like David Blatt, for one. But it seems like he would be on board for Dan Hurley. Although it would be interesting since, again, he hosts a podcast with JJ Redick. If they would talk about, if they do bring in Hurley, if they would talk about why it didn't pan out when it seemed like it would, that Redick would become the head coach. It also would have been interesting, head coach player dynamic on a podcast. But time will tell. Will Dan Hurley become the next Lakers head coach? Do you think it would be a good hire, or do you think a relative unknown like JJ Redick would be a better hire? And you could say Hurley's a relative unknown, at least at the NBA level. I believe he's 51 years old, so still relatively young. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.